Hey everyone, welcome to another Vampire Survivors run. We're going to be doing another max meta upgrade without curse because that is brand new as of when I'm recording. And if you guys want to see max curse runs, let me know. But we're gonna basically jump straight into our next run, which is Imelda here. Gonna be going for the upgraded Holy Wand, and of course we're going to be running Inlaid Library on Hyper. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Imelda is very interesting because she has the now we're going to go whip. She has experience gain, and that is, I mean, I used to use her for runs, King's Bible. I used to use her for max gold runs, and I mean, she was pretty good because, you know, the more levels you get, just the more money you end up with near the end once you're full build. Do we want a bracer, increased projectile speed, or do we want Santa Water? I mean, bracer and Santa Water kind of go together themselves. We could do a reroll here. You know what? Let's do a reroll. I haven't done a reroll. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna take Spellbinder. It goes with our book. So yeah, I used to use her all the time for runs. I kind of stopped using her just because it got boring running Imelda over and over and over again just to get a bunch of money. And now that's not even like the best way to get money. If you guys have X-Dash, he is the best for money because his luck is just through the roof. Oh yeah, the new change to Pumalora, which gives you 0.2 instead of 0.1. So by the 5th upgrade, you're gonna have a whole 1 HP per second extra. So with the meta upgrades, it's 1.5 per second. But I don't think we need the regen, so I'm just gonna keep going on. What was it? Magic Wand there. We're gonna make our way over to. Yeah, we'll go over to Stone Mask. Why not? We're gonna go whip. Ooh. That was the best time for that. Oh, it's giving us stuff that go together. If you didn't know, Santa Water and Attractor make Labora. I mean, Attractor was always just good. I see a lot of people making a tier list for this game on weapons and evolved weapons and stuff. I've been kind of thinking about putting my tier list out there. I don't care if anybody doesn't see it. I just I feel like I have some interesting perspectives on some of the items. Like a lot of people. Oh, this is another. I started talking about garlic and everybody hated it in my first video. And then I just stopped talking about it. So everybody, well, now it's like split 50-50, but a lot of people don't like garlic. And we're going to go extra experience gain because that's the character, so why not? But everybody's talking about hating on garlic. Not everybody. A lot of people hate on garlic, and I don't get it. If you end up getting garlic to its evolved form, we could take cross for clover. Yeah, let's take cross for clover. Try to fill out some of our weapons. But But I love garlic because if you get it upgraded to the evolved weapon, and then you get all that regen, because the upgraded garlic says if you regen health, the damage goes up, right? We want spinach. We're gonna pick up book, but we need hollow heart and clover. So if we take fire wand, we're out of. We have to take spinach as well. So hollow heart, clover, and spinach, and then we take like rune tracer. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, garlic I find is so good. Like it does a lot of damage in runs that I do, but also on those runs I like get hit purposely and make sure that I'm actually like upgrading garlic how it's supposed to be. And there's rune tracer. So our weapons are done. So we just need to. I'm not gonna get any upgrade. Yeah, I'm just gonna use. But yeah, so I mean, if you like build for a garlic run, then garlic is good, right? Like it's not just trash item. And sometimes I like taking it over what people really like axe. I don't really use axe that often. That's just because it's underwhelming for me. But I would take that instead of like axe. Or I would take instead of Vandalier. Although Vandalier is just kind of, and there's hollow heart. And there's that. Vandalier is just kind of broken, but also the new character has a weapon called cherry bombs, and those things are spinach. Cool. Those things are amazing. When I first pulled the game up and unlocked her, whatever you want to classify Yada as, I guess. Candelabrador we can't take. We're gonna go magic wand. But it doesn't have an upgraded weapon. It's like the bone, essentially. It's character specific. I don't actually know if you can find it. I know there's a very small chance that you can find bone on other runs besides Mortaccio. And I have yet to see one, but I want one. Because the bone god do blesseth. And I want to be one of the chosen. Whip. But I don't know if the weapon's like that or not. I kind of hope it is, because it would be really cool to see it. But then again, if not, I mean, it's cool that it's also character specific. She does the same thing though, I believe, which is get an extra projectile every 30 levels, every 20 levels, something like that, up to 3. Nice. So, I mean, she just get a bunch of grenades. It's kind of like a better Santa Water. And although I think Santa Water is great, especially Labora, because it's a projectile that bounces off walls and stuff like, we'll go Fire Wand. It bounces off walls like Rune Tracer does, but then it explodes in an area. So like if I stand down here, right, they'll hit off the top of the wall and have less space, and then you basically just blow everything up immediately. We're gonna go full 8 here. So I mean the item's cool, for sure. And in the run I did with it, it did the most amount of damage I have done in this game. It did over 12 million in damage. I don't even know how that's possible. It also could have just been a number glitch. Like, I am fully aware that that is, like, really high, especially for a non-upgraded item. But I'd have to also look at the upgrade again, because I don't know if it gets more damage. I guess it does, or maybe it gets more. Oh, there's Clover. So we have our 6 items. Cool, we can get this right away. Mask at 16 ain't bad. Or 16. Mask at 6 isn't bad. But yeah, I'd have to look up the how that is upgraded. Because it might get more damage, or maybe the damage was glitched, or I don't know. I mean, 12 million was a lot, and I wish I would have taken a picture. I was just playing off camera and with the new character to see like how runs are gonna be possible. I also have to get all the new artwork for the new character, or new characters. There's also another one that starts with Axe. Llama or Lama. It's what looks to be Arca and Porta's son. Same last name, LaDonna. And also, I could be wrong, but I have never played a Castlevania game before, and the only Castlevania I actually know of is from the Netflix series, which I liked it, but I don't actually know any of the lore and stuff. So, I mean, these could be actual names of characters that I don't actually know of. Like, I don't know, Llama could be the first cousin of Arca, and Porta's like his sister, right? It's just assumptions, really, on my end. I have no one here telling me in my ear what what's where. I'm gonna go spinach. The extra damage is nice. I'm gonna go try to go get. Okay, that was a lot of. We are going to try to go get Empty Tome as fast as possible, because we are fully upgraded on the wand. And honestly, this might be oh, it died. Oh, whatever. I'll go get it later. This run might be forfeit because my roommate's dad might be coming home any minute. We have whip 2. Nice. So I might need to start a whole new recording. Who knows? We're just gonna. Ooh. Miss me. I'm taking a lot of damage. Well, let's try to get Fire Wand. I wonder if we can get. Oh man, Duplicator would have been actually really nice. I should have taken Duplicator instead of Crown. That stinks. But it is the character, so. Let's try to get Spinach out of our pool. There's so many people that are better at this game than me. I know that Dex on YouTube just like has so many helpful runs and how to do. I was actually watching a video of his on how to do a Kill the Reaper run, because I did it the old way that has been kind of like patched out, where you basically just up the garlic damage to 1,000,000 and something, or even higher than 1,000,000, because he can have almost 1,000,000,000 depending on the level. I did it that way, and I got to kill him at the end by just running around with a broken garlic. But can't do that anymore. Anything over, I think, 10,000, gets added as damage to you, which basically just gets you. I'm gonna pick this up now because after 10 minutes, when you get chests, is when you can get upgraded weapons. So we're gonna go ahead and get that chest while we're going all this way. Oh, fire wand. Now we're at 2 weapons that can get fully upgraded right now, and we're at level 1 on 3 of them. So people who are so much better at this game than me, I just want to put content out there for this game. It doesn't really need content. This game is blowing up, and I'm so excited to see it go way farther. We got a bunch of levels here. Get spinach out of that pool. Go ahead and get King Bible. Almost had it. 2 off. But yeah, Dex. Sifdy, I think is how he pronounces his name. It's S-I-F-D. He's also much better at this game than I am. I'm not saying I'm like super good. I just enjoy the game. And that's how I found out about this game. I was watching, I want to say Northern Lion. I watch a lot of his like online, and then we got Empty Tome. And again, we assume that's number 1, so we're going 3 more tile sets this way. Try to see if we can find it. But yeah, I like to watch his like when he does trivia stuff on whatever that website is. I can't really remember at the moment. But I like that type of stuff. I don't want to do that content because I just feel like at that point it's copying. Because that's literally where I got the idea from, is watching him play. So I don't think I would run. Let's kill the bat. There we go. Our Hellfire. Gonna be doing a lot of damage here. I don't want to copy his content. Okay, so that's number 4. Alright, now I just gotta make it all the way back to that chest. That sucks. Yeah, there's a lot of content I want to put out. These runs for sure, and I definitely think I should do a max curse. I definitely think it would bring the game up to more of a harder level for me, for sure. Because as of right now, every run that I do, no matter what character, no matter what items, I usually end up making it all the way to 30 minutes. And I mean, that's like no testament to, oh, this game is trash. Oh, you just beat it, get all the meta stuff. Like, that's not the reason. I went full hard into this game right when I found it, and I haven't burnt myself out on it yet. I still love playing it. But it's just one of those things where, you know, you play it a lot, you get decent at it, and then the game just kind of seems easy from there. But you could say that about a lot of games, where just gets easier as you play it more. And you know, it will. But this new curse, the curse stuff, there's the item that adds curse, and then you have actual curse, the meta progression upgrade of curse, which just makes enemies harder to kill and all that kind of stuff, gives you more enemies, more frequency of enemies, which is such a good idea for an early update of this game. Because if you go on like the subreddit or the or the Discord, you get a bunch of people like, oh, new update came out. Oh, I beat it immediately. Is there gonna be any more content? And I kind of sit there like, you just, you know, like, there's gonna be content. He can only release so much. You know? But, you know, people are just impatient, I guess. And it's nothing on them, like, they beat it, and they just want more. It's not they mean it like, oh, this game is so stupid because it doesn't have more stuff on the updates. They're just, they want to play more of a good game. And I get that, I want to play more. But I just gotta, I am finding the ways I want to play and, like, the ways that'll get me to play more. Which is just, you know, doing challenge runs, curses now, we can do curse. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways. I tried a challenge run just to see how hard it would be. Do a Kill the Reaper, like I was talking about earlier. And it's not an easy task. It's very RNG based, at least before this new update, it was very RNG based. It might be so much easier now. Yeah, it might be so much easier. And now it's like not even really a challenge. Because he's officially added into the game now. As Mask of the Red Death. Before you had to kill a Reaper to get it. And it was called Missing No, like the Pokemon from the original games. Oh, we're gonna get Crown out of the pool. And then we're gonna upgrade Cross and Rune Tracer, I think we have left. But Cross still is an upgrade we have to get through, so hopefully we can get that first. And then it got actually added into the game as Mask of the Red Death during one of the beta patches. I am signed up for the beta, and it got added in for that, which is cool, because I think the reason why they did it is because somebody proved that you could kill him without changing game files, but I already did it, and it's let me keep the character since. I haven't had to do it again, which is nice. I mean, there's still a way to unlock it using game files. Like, that's no fun for Easter egg characters. Like, X-Dash is another Easter egg character that you get from doing a specific secret, I guess, or Easter egg. I'll keep that under wraps for now. I know probably people who watch this already are going to know how to do it, or I mean, it's as easy as looking up how to get X-Dash Vampire Survivors. Like, it's not hard to find. There's so many people that have already done a video on it. There's no point in me doing a video on it as well. And there's no one video to point to because it's all the same thing. Oh, a 5er. Sick. But there's no point in me putting it out, because, I mean, it's already out there. People have already done it. So, I shouldn't have to do it as well, you know? I'd rather get, like, runs out, or I'd rather get runs out, or challenges, or something like that out, rather than, you know, how to do this in the game, how to do that in the game. Because I would hopefully, I guess it's wrong of me to assume, but I would hopefully assume that, like, people who watch this content either know how stuff goes and they want to see how runs turn out, or if they're new to the game, new-ish to the game, I guess I should say, they can just kind of be like, oh, well, what build goes best with blah, 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 blah. And this is kind of to prove that any build is best. And there's our holy sword. So I think all we have left is one more rune tracer, and then the rest are passives. And we'll be both full build here real soon. I mean, if you guys have like challenges you want me to try, like go onto the Mad Forest and only walk diagonally left, or like something like that, or I mean, I can always try that. And if you have a specific character you want to see. But these are just kind of prove that you can basically take whatever with a build. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm going the tank build, so I'm gonna take all these things. I mean, having builds are nice, but at the same time, just you can easily win games by going with the flow. I want to do no meta progression runs, and I can show you that you can do the same exact thing on runs like that. I mean, this game just takes a little bit of thinking, but also just build to your heart's content, and everything is gonna work out just fine. I want to run Yada and do like an area of effect type of thing, where I want to see how many area of effect stuff I can get, and that would include stuff that ups area of effect, like candelabra door, projectile speed, because they are like grenades. Another 5er, probably because we have upgraded clover. But it would be cool to do builds like that. And at the same time, if we don't get every single area of effect, like, I feel like with that we would have to run like Vandalier. And I am going to regret that wholeheartedly. I think the birds could have gotten a better upgrade, and that is just my opinion. I am not saying that I know what's best for this game. I'm just saying I would have liked to see something else. Like, the fact that the 2 weapons combined compared to having a weapon and a passive combined. I think that's a cool concept, and I think it can be done with some other stuff. But, you know, alright, let me stand still here for a minute and explain why I do not take Vandalier. If you take Vandalier, you first have to take Ebony Wings and Peachones. Whether you take X-Dash, which starts with Ebony Wings, or is there a character that starts with Peachone? I can't remember right now. But yeah, so you have to take both those weapons, and then you have to get both of them to level 8. So that is 16 levels out of a average run of 100 to 115. And not only that, you have to get another 8 after that in order to upgrade it fully. So you're wasting 24 full levels, which is a quarter of the average time you're playing, to upgrade to one weapon. And the payoff is kind of like, oh, well, you get another weapon because it takes 2 weapon slots and turns into 1. We also got another 5 chest. That's insane. But yeah, so you're spending 24 levels on an item, right? 1 item takes you a quarter of your time playing, on average. You could have runs with less, you could have runs with more. There's some people that could say the payoff is like, oh, well, Peachones are so strong, they're killing everything, I'm getting more levels at the end, right? But it's still like the majority of the beginning of your game is searching for 24 levels towards this one item. And to me, that's not worth it. Personally, to me, it's not worth it. Some people might think it's worth it because of the damage it outputs, but like I said, it either was a glitch or the the new cherry bombs with no upgraded item do 12 million damage. Like, oh my god, another 5 chest. Holy cow, is that number 4? It's number 4, number 5. Yeah, so you're you're taking a quarter of your time playing for one item to do, albeit high damage, but it's like high on the mediocre end. Because, like, I have Hellfire right now, and I'm sure that's going to be 4.5 to over 5 million damage on just it alone. Where Vandalier is about average 4 point... let's say, well... out of the runs I've seen, I should say, 4.3 to 4.7 million. It could be higher than that on average. All of the content that I've seen on this, which I do watch quite a bit. I mean, just take Hellfire, right? Or take Rune Tracer. Rune Tracer doesn't have an upgrade either. Rune Tracer has 8. And you get the same amount of damage from Rune Tracer as you do from a 24 leveled up item. In my honest opinion, Vandalier isn't worth it. And then you'll look at my argument and say, well, why do you take Garlic? Because it is one of the ones that does not do a whole lot of damage by the end of the game. And you're right. It doesn't. The fact that Garlic exists in a game like this, just like the Bone, I almost feel they're kind of like the joke items. Like, they're there to be funny. They're not there to be, like, amazing. Like Holy Vespers. Holy Vespers is here to be... or Unholy Vespers. Unholy Vespers is here to be a menace. Unholy Vespers is a menace to society. But then you have Garlic, like, oh, it's vampires. I smell like garlic. Get away from me. You know? Or you have, I mean, the cherry bombs are kind of cool. It's kind of, I would assume is sort of, Japanese inspired. I don't know why I think of Japanese inspired. I guess, when I think of, like, fireworks, I think of, Japanese fireworks, and I think they have... Or maybe I'm thinking about a completely wrong thing. Maybe it's not even fireworks. Maybe it's literally just like cherry bomb grenades. Could be. But it's on a panda. So also, that's why I kind of assume that that's number 5, I think. I've gotten too many at this point. I'm at 8,000 gold at 23 minutes. That's a lot of gold. 25, almost 26 minutes. Okay, so it's not, well, I mean, it's still a lot of gold, but yeah, so it's a panda, so I would assume it's Japanese inspired a bit. I also kind of like the fact that you have, like, Mortaccio, who's a skeleton, and you unlock him by killing, was it 1,000 or 10,000 skeletons? I think that's just funny. I mean, Poe is an old man who likes to eat garlic. I'm probably totally getting this wrong, but I think doctors tell the older generations to eat garlic because it'll keep them healthier longer. And if that is the case, that is absolutely hilarious that Poe is an old man with a cane and he is just like trying to keep his health up by eating garlic, and he's also got the least amount of health. but he's just like, these like little jokes here and there are like really fun, and that is the actual reason why I enjoy garlic. and people can have different opinions, and I'm definitely like okay with a conversation for it. I'm just not down to talk if you're just gonna be a dick about it. Like, if you're just gonna be like, well, your opinion is wrong because you're stupid. I don't have time for that in my life, and I don't really want to have a conversation with someone who's like that. But if you're someone who's like, well, did you consider, like, oh, you could do this with this item? Like, if somebody can convince me why Vandalier is so good, not using, like, outliers or not using, like, random moot points. I mean, I could be swayed, for sure. I just, as of right now, my mind is pretty much stuck on Vandalier is not good, and here's why. Probably gonna hit somewhere around 115. We still got a minute left. And we're just kind of killing things. Rune Tracer's doing work, swords are doing work, Unholy Vespers is making sure nothing touches me. I could honestly stand here for the rest of the game and be just fine. But we're gonna try to move around a little bit, see if we can pick up like a magnet. But yeah, so we're just gonna finish this out. I'm pretty much just safe here. I might as well, because the more I move, they're just gonna get through my defenses, and I don't want that. I don't want them anywhere near me. Come on, we can hit 25. Let's go. Let's work it. Let's work it. Do the spin cycle. There's 21. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. 22. Oh, we're not making it. We do have a revive though. But I mean, the revive is just going to give us an extra 100 at the end. That is the end of the run. Let's see here. Rune Tracer itself did 3 million. Our highest DPS was Hellfire that did 2.9. That was a low damage run. Especially for me, but also, how many enemies? It's on the low end. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I mean, I'm not forcing you to, you don't really have to, but you know, it helps out. And the next run we will be doing a who's next? Pasqualina run. Oh, this is Llama, the Ladona. He kind of looks like Infernape, you know what I'm saying? If you catch my drift. And then there's the panda with the cherry bombs. Yeah, she gets more projectiles every 20 levels, just like Mortaccio. Maybe it's just Mortaccio before he died. Oh, that's a human. Whatever. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to come back to the next video soon. That'll be out, and I have some other content on the way, like Terraria I have, and I want to get Helldivers out there, but we will see, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye.